Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar, and today I have to admit that learning this song to teach you has literally kicked my butt a little bit. It's one of those tunes where if you're an advanced player, you kind of think to yourself, oh yeah, I can play that, no problem. But then when you go to learn it, you see all of the kind of subtleties, and it's challenging to play. But it's a really, really great exercise. Really great for string skipping, alternate picking, getting all your fingers working in sync. Really great exercise. Slash actually came up with this as an exercise, I've heard. I can't say for sure, but I heard that's how he came up with it, as an exercise. So I'm going to be teaching you the main thing, right? Can't even play it now. And then I'm going to be teaching you the chord progression. Right? And then I'm also going to be teaching you the first solo. So I'm going to also be showing you the... I can't even play it now. Anyways, I'm going to be able to play it in just a second when I teach it to you, but I'm still sweating from playing that intro. Okay, so my friends, let's get into the close-up now. Before we do, if you haven't yet downloaded my picture chord book, the free downloadable version, there's a link for that either above or below me or beside me. It's somewhere around here. And also, if you're not yet a member at Super Simple Guitar, I will ship you a copy of one of these if you join the All Access membership totally for free as a gift, as a welcome gift for joining. So if you want to become an All Access member and get my book as a free bonus, then check that out as well. Okay, let's get into the close-up now, and I promise I'm going to teach you how to play exactly correctly as Slash plays it, and we're going to have a lot of fun. All right, see you at the close-up. See you there. All right, so welcome to the close-up. Just one more thing that I forgot to say in the intro, or two more things, I should say. The first thing is that for you guys who are members, I'm going to have a backing track and a tab in the lesson of the week part of the membership area, okay? So you guys who are members get the extra goodies. And the second thing that I wanted to say is that to play along with the original, you have to tune your entire guitar down a half step, okay? So just tune every string down a half step if you want to play with the original. I'm in standard tuning so that you can learn this without changing anything on your guitar, okay? All right, those are the two important things. All right, so let's just get started now with the main intro lick here, okay? So what you're going to need to know is that we are going to be playing the same thing over and over again, except we're just going to be varying the note that we start with. So the main pattern is this. Okay, that's the main pattern. And now I started with the 4th string on the 12th fret. Okay, then we're gonna play the same pattern after we play that, except now we're gonna start with this note. Okay. Okay, 3rd time around, we're gonna start with this note. Then it goes back to this note. Okay, so after you play your first bass note, the whole pattern stays the same. Okay, so you want to get that into your ear, that main. Right? You really want to get that into your ear, okay? Okay, so to teach you the notes now exactly. So I'm starting off on the 4th string, 12th fret, going down to the 2nd string, 15th fret, 3rd string, 14, 12. Okay, so that's... Okay, and then it goes down to 15, back up here, down here, back here. So... And that's one circle, okay? And we're going to play it with each first bass note twice, okay? So it repeats. Repeats. Okay? Let me tell you also about how I'm choosing to pick it. So I'm going down, up, down, up. So until now, this has been an alternate picking pattern. It's just been down, up, down, up. And now I'm going to break that pattern just this one time. So instead of doing a downstroke on this note, and then continuing with the upstroke, I'm going to play it down here as well. So down, up, and now I'm going to do it down here, okay? It's just easier when you skip that many strings to just start with the upstroke on this note, I think, okay? So okay, down, up, up, down, up, down. Okay, again, you can change it, and you can also change the fingerings. I'm choosing to use my pinky because I really want to train that pinky and train the muscles in these fingers to get strong and be independent and do their own things, right? It kind of is the harder route though. I've seen other people play it like this. So you have more strength in these two fingers. I think that's what Slash does too. But I prefer to make it a little bit harder on myself, but have it be an exercise, right? Because I really want nice strength and independence with these two fingers, okay? So choose to do it however you want, but that's my personal preference there, okay? So again, now that we know the basic pattern, we played it twice starting with this bass note. Now we're going to play it twice playing with this bass note, okay? So missed a note there, but who cares? Now, and I'm keeping all of the fingerings the same. So I'm coming here with my middle finger, and then everything is staying the same. You could come here with your, I guess, with your middle finger, if it's easier for you, but I choose to just use my first finger here, my middle finger here, and then keep everything else afterwards the same, okay? So, all together really slowly. New bass note. Everything else stays the same. And now, our third and final bass note, I'm going to call it, even though it's not really a bass, it's this note. Okay, so we started with this note, we go to this note, and now the last one is this one. Same pattern. Okay, so, again, twice. And then it goes back up to where we started. Do that twice. And then the whole circle starts again using this bass note. Okay, so it ends and starts on this one here. So I'm going to put that in context and play it really slow all together for you. Okay, so new bass note. Same one twice. New bass note, or starting note, maybe I should say. Back to where we started. Twice. Then the whole thing starts over, okay? And now, instead of going back here, right, so now we're on the second circle and we're going to start the third circle now. Instead of going back here, we're going to do our last pattern, and that's going to go like this. Okay, so after that second time around, instead of going back here, you go down here to the 12th fret first string. Play that, go up to the 3rd string, 14th fret, go down to this note. So then back here, and then back down here. So that's, then you go back up, really slowly. Again, you guys who are members are going to have the tabs, but still use your ear. Try to really hear that and get that sound in your ear, okay? So, sorry. One more time. Okay, so the whole thing put together now really slowly for you, okay? So starting over, or I should say ending. Now we're starting over. New bass. New bass. Now we're going to end it with the and then that leads us into a D chord, okay? And the D chord, I'm going to show you now in the second part where we move into strumming, okay? So that concludes part one, which is just the main riff that we all know and love, okay? Now let's get into strumming, and then I'm going to teach you the solo. All right, see you there. Okay, so let's get into it. There's basically 4 parts to the chord progression, okay? There's the verse, the chorus, the instrumental part that's kind of leading up to the main finale solo, and then the instrumental part where the main solo is happening, okay? So we're going to learn all 4 parts now. So let's get into the verse first. So the chords in the verse are just a D major, going to a C, add 9, and that's the same as like a G major chord, just one string set further down with these 2 fingers, okay? And then up to a G. Okay, you could play a C like this too, if it's more comfortable for you, but I kind of like playing this C variation, okay? That's called a C add 9. Okay, so D, and I'm just doing it down, 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 G, down, 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 D, down, down, down. You could do it down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up 2 if you want. Okay. Or you could just do that down. And it's just a gentle little strum. It doesn't have to be the same every time. We don't need to be robots here. But that's kind of the basic gist. This do, da, do, da, da, do, da, 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 do, right? Just listen to the song. And then the song will also kind of tell you how to strum, okay? So another thing that you could do is just play arpeggiated notes. So that means just play single notes. And what I'm doing now is I'm just improvising, okay? So any note that you hit within a chord as a single note is going to sound good. Okay, so anything that you hit within the chord is going to sound great. Okay, so you can really experiment here with sounds and with getting just different sounds that your ear enjoys. Okay, one little tip is that you could kind of go for the bass note first. So on the D chord, just play the D bass and then strum, right? On the C add 9, play the 5th string, which is the root, right? So play that. So bass, kind of go for random notes, bass, random notes, bass, random notes, and then, okay. So the structure is D 2 times, C 2 times, G 2 times, and then back to D twice. Okay, and then when you're ending it on that D, you could play around with adding in a sus4, and that's just adding your pinky here. Or you could take off your middle finger, giving you a sus2. So that's... See that? Play around with that. Add it in, take it off, remove middle finger, add middle finger. So it's kind of the melody that's happening. So, and the strumming is just this light kind of down, up, right? Just relaxed, continuous strumming, okay? So that's the main verse. One more time. D to the C for 2 bars, to the G, also 2 bars, back to D, 2 bars. Then on that last D, you could add in that sus4 thing. You could just add in your pingy. Add it, take it off, add it, take it off. There's tons of things you could do. Experiment with it, okay? Experiment with these things and make them your own. Okay, so that's the structure of the verse, okay? So let's call that part 1. Now, the structure of the chorus, and that just is an A, 1 bar to a C, 1 bar, D, 2 bars. Again, that sus4 thing if you want to. It repeats itself. Back to D. Twice. Okay, so now we ended it with 2 bars of D, and now it goes back into the verse. Okay, so it goes verse, chorus, okay? A couple of times, right? Listen to the song, and also you guys who are members, I'll have the music and the everything there for you in the lesson. So, okay, so that's the verse and the chorus, and now what happens is there's this instrumental part, and that's leading up to the main solo, okay? So that's just an E minor to a C to a B, then back to an A. Boom, bam, ba, 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 boom, bam, ba, 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 boom, bam, ba, 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 boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Right? Okay? So if you can't play that B chord, you could play a B7 open chord, or you could just play a B power chord. Okay? So a couple options there for you. So that is just the whole part again, the instrumental leading up to the main shebang, the main solo. So it's E minor, boom, bam, and the strumming is just this kind of down, 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 kind of the main thing that we had. Maybe you could add a little accent on the boom, boom, bam. So down, 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 right? Just boom, boom, bam. Okay, play around with the strumming, you know, try to see what you can come up with. And then it goes into the main solo part, okay? And I'm going to play this just with power chords, okay? So it's just going to be a E minor. You could play it like this, the rock E minor. So I'm barring down on the 4th and 5th string, 2nd fret, and I'm going, so it's boom, to the G power chord, to the A power chord, C power chord, 3rd fret, D power chord, 5th fret. Okay, so E minor, and I'm hitting it, then I'm doing 2 muted, palm muted notes, and then I'm hitting it again. So, okay, so. Then it's, so just kind of listen to that. Let me play it a couple times for you so you can get it in your ear. So E minor, to the G, 3rd fret, to the A, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Now I'm on the 5th string root note, okay? So, a couple more times. Okay. Okay, and that's kind of, that's really it as far as the chord progressions go, okay? So we learned the verse, we learned the chorus, we learned the kind of instrumental thing that leads into the main solo, and then the main solo is this thing, right? This chord progression. Okay, and that's kind of how the song just kind of fades out and ends. Okay, so I hope that all of this made sense, and now I want to teach you the last part of this lesson, which is the sorry, I'm a little bit confused here. the first solo. Okay, let's learn the first solo now. All right, so let's get right into the first solo and the last part of this lesson, okay? So I'm starting off on the 14th fret 3rd string, picking it, then I'm going to the 12th fret 3rd string, and then I'm going to the 11th fret 3rd string. So all of this that I started out on is happening on the 3rd string. So it's, okay, so that happens 2 times. So boo, 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 boo. And now it goes boo, boo. And now instead of going back here, we go up here to the 14th fret 4th string. So see that happens again. And then, so after I do 2 times, I go, and now instead of going either here or here, I do this. Okay, so after I do that whole, so let me play it for you. So and now I'm kind of giving it a little breather, and now, so now I'm bending up the string before I pick it. So I'm trying to hit this note. And this is a really great lesson in bending, and it's really hard to bend into tune, right? So how I recommend practicing this and how I practice this is first I play the note, then I try to bend to it. See, I was a little bit off there. So that you can kind of teach your hand how far it needs to go to get the note, okay? So anyway, so I'm starting off bended, a whole tone, trying to bend up to this note. I go down, so I play it, I go down, I go back to the 12th fret, okay, then I go back up. As I'm up, I play this note, okay, so one more time. Okay, and now I do a ghost bend. It's called a ghost bend when you bend before you pick. So we're gonna do another ghost bend now on the 15th fret up to the 17th fret. So, okay, so, okay, and then after you do that, so I start up, I let it down, now I'm on this note, and then the hardest part, if you ask me, is the 14th fret, 4th string, bending into this note. So again, a whole note, super hard to do. So I'm trying to get to this note. And I have 9s on this guitar, 9-gauge strings. If you had 10s, this would be even harder, okay? Really, really difficult. So an alternative to bending this note so far would be to just slide in from the 14th to the 16th fret. So, okay, one more time. The whole solo now. So, now I did the bend from the 14th to the 16th fret, okay? A great little solo to practice bending in tune, you know, and just playing a solo in time, okay? Because it's very different to go or to go have it sound like a melody. I like it with bending, but again, the original is, and practice it like that. Okay, so let me play the solo for you now slowly in a loop a couple of times, just so you can really get it in your ear. And then we're going to conclude this lesson, so let's just do it. I did it with the bend now. Oh, sorry. Sorry. One more time. Now I did it with the slide in, okay? All right. I hope that this lesson made sense. Go slow with it. Try out the different fingerings. See what feels good to you. And also experiment with those bends. Try to get them in tune. And yeah, have fun playing this tune. All right, Henry Olson here. I'll see you very soon with another lesson. Take it easy. Bye-bye.